high call series.
Morning, children. So it's a new day now, and it's a time for us to start with a new lesson. So in this lesson, we are going to learn about plants, and the name of the lesson is plants around us. So we know there are a lot of plants around us. There are different types of plants, right? And we grow some plants at our home also, isn't it? We grow some kinds of plants at our home also. Even if we are living in an apartment or an individual house or a city or village, wherever that may be, we will definitely grow some kinds of plants, right? Okay. Now, in this lesson, we are going to learn about different kinds of plants and some of the most important features of the plants also. Okay, fine. Now, plants are of different types. There are different types of plants. So, some plants, for example, if you look at a coconut tree, okay, see, here is a coconut tree. So, can you look at this coconut tree and what can you observe from this? What can you observe on this coconut tree? Yeah, there is a stem that is going up, isn't it? A stem going up, and it's very thick. It's very thick, isn't it? A single stem, it has only a single stem, and that is going very thick, right? So this thick wooden stem of such kind of plants are called trunks. Okay, so what do you mean by a trunk? The thick wooden stem of some plants are called trunks, and the plants which have such kind of thick wooden trunk is called trees. Okay, so trees are very huge. They have very thick stem, which is known as a trunk. Okay, we can have another look at another tree. See, this is a banyan tree. This is a banyan tree. See, at first we have seen a coconut tree. Okay, and now this is a banyan tree. See, it has a very huge trunk, isn't it? Huh? And there are a lot of branches also for them. So, coconut tree was a tree with a single stem, single trunk, and other trees like a banyan tree, or when we look at a mango tree, or when we look at a neem tree, jackfruit trees. So when we look at trees like these, they have a huge trunk and a huge branches also, right? So all these are actually examples for trees. So banyan tree, it has a huge trunk and huge branches also, and so many small birds, animals like squirrels and monkeys, they live in these kinds of trees. Okay, so what are trees? Yeah, trees are huge plants with a thick, heavy stem called a trunk. Some trees have a single stem like a palm tree. We know palm tree, it has a single stem. Coconut tree has a single stem, right? And some trees like a mango tree or a banyan tree or a jackfruit tree or neem tree. So these kinds of trees have multiple branches also. Okay. So these huge trees are useful for many animals and birds. Like birds make their nest among these branches and they live there. Animals like monkeys live in the branches of these kinds of trees. Animals like squirrels, they will find some holes in these trees and they will be living inside the holes, right? So these kinds of huge trees are actually the house for many birds and animals. Okay, that is the first kind of plants. They are called trees. Now there is another kind of a plant. Here is a rose plant. What is this? This is a rose plant. Okay. What are the specific features of these plants? See, they are short. Trees were very big, isn't it? Now these are very short. Then it's bushy. Okay, they are very short. They are bushy, and they have a stem, isn't it? We can see the stems. Yeah, stick kind of a stem. Means it is not that woody. Woody means it's not that big like that of a coconut tree or a banyan tree. It has very simple stems. Okay, it's not thick stems but thin stems. Okay, so short bushy plants with thin stems, stems are called shrubs. What do we call them? Shrubs. Okay, so a rose plant is a very good example for a shrub, and another is hibiscus. We usually call it a shoe flower. Okay, look at this. This is a hibiscus plant or a shoe flower plant, and it also has many branches. Huh? Yes, it's bushy. Okay, stems are thin, and this is also an example for a shrub. Okay, so short bushy plants with thin stems like a rose plant or jasmine plants are there. Then mehendi plants are there. Shoe flowers are there. So these kinds of plants are known as shrubs. Okay. Now we have some more smaller plants. Look at this plant. What is that? It's a coriander plant. We buy this also, isn't it? We buy coriander plants in bulks, bunches, isn't it, from the market, because we use them in the curries and all. So is it very big like the trees? No. Are they bushy like a rose plant or a shoe flower plant? No. They are simple. They are still very small. Okay. So these are very small plants, and do they have any stem? A very soft stem is there, isn't it? They are still in green color. They won't even change the color. The thin stems of a rose plant or a shoe flower plant, they have a browny stem, isn't it? But as far as these are concerned, they have still a green stem. So means very soft stem. Okay. So see, they are very small in size, very soft and tender, and they have green stems. Okay. So what are they? They are small. They are tender with a green soft stem. Okay. They are small in size. They are very tender. Means they can be easily broken. Okay. We need not use any knife to cut it. We can simply break it with our fingers. Right. And green soft stems, they are called herbs. Okay, they are called herbs. And look at this. This is a grass. See, this is a grass, common grass that we can find on the roadsides and all. Okay, this is also a herb. It's also very small. It's not big like a tree. It's also very small. It also is very soft. We can simply tear it with our finger, right? So grass is also a herb, right? So these are the first major types of plants, and this classification is based on their size. The smallest one, the softest one are known as herbs. Okay, the medium-sized one, which grows in a bushy way and which has got thin stems, are called shrubs. And the huge trees with a thick trunk is called huge plants with a very thick trunks are called trees. Okay.